Daily Mass Readings and Reflection. August 12, 2023. Feast Day of Saint Jane Frances de Chantal, Religious. First reading is taken from the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6. Verses 4 to 13. Moses said to the people, "Hear, O Israel. The Lord is our God, the Lord alone. Therefore, you shall love the Lord, your God, with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength. Take to heart these words which I enjoin on you today. Drill them into your children. Speak of them at home and abroad, whether you are busy or at rest. Bind them at your wrist as a sign and let them be as a pendant on your forehead. Write them on the doorposts of your houses and on your gates. When the Lord, your God, brings you into the land which he swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, that he would give you, a land with fine, large cities that you did not build, with houses full of goods of all sorts that you did not garner, with cisterns that you did not dig, with vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant. And when, therefore, you eat your fill, take care not to forget the Lord, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, that place of slavery. The Lord, your God, shall you fear, him shall you serve, and by his name shall you swear." Responsorial Psalm. I love you, Lord, my strength. A reading from our Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 17. Verses 14 to 20. A man came up to Jesus, knelt down before him, and said, "Lord, have pity on my son, for he is a lunatic and suffers severely. Often he falls into fire, and often into water. I brought him to your disciples, but they could not cure him." Jesus said in reply, "O faithless and perverse generation, how long will I be with you? How long will I endure you? Bring the boy here to me." Jesus rebuked him, and the demon came out of him, and from that hour the boy was cured. Then the disciples approached Jesus in private and said, "Why could we not drive it out?" He said to them, "Because of your little faith. Amen, I say to you, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." Today's reflection in our Holy Gospel. If you have faith the size of a mustard seed. The mustard seed, according to the historian and naturalist Pliny the Elder, was the most invasive of all garden plants. Natural History, chapter 19. Page 170 to 171. It could get over walls, into a neighboring field, and just about everywhere. Once it is sown, it is almost impossible to get the place free of it. It is hard to get rid of it. Once it has taken root, it cannot be removed. It grows of its own impetus, and nobody can stop it. These characteristics of the mustard seed make it a good metaphor for things representing tenacity and possibility. It appears that the disciples do not have even the smallest faith, for if they had, they would have been able to cure the boy. Faith does not limit possibilities, for it is anchored in God with whom nothing is impossible. Let us ask God for the seed of faith. Like the mustard seed, faith begins small yet grows to great proportion. God's grace and self-surrender will soon make our faith grow big and strong.